Throw it up. Start twerking like Miley. Oh yeah, twerking like Miley. Don't pop it like Miley.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel again. Here I have the Huawei Mate 9 and the Huawei Mate 9 Pro with me. I'm going to tell you guys about the similarities between both of these devices and the differences that they have. Then I will let you guys know that which device is the one that I like to own and the one that I love to use the most in these past few weeks. So the first one I'll be talking about is the App Twin. So what is App Twin, you're asking? And App Twin is an application built in the Huawei Mate 9 and the Mate 9 Pro to enable you to use two accounts in one device, like the WhatsApp and Facebook. This app is quite useful for people who owns two numbers but does not want to have two WhatsApp accounts on two different separate devices. The battery size on both devices are actually the same, which is 4000 mAh. They both possesses the same cameras on the front and the rear. Both the front cameras are 8 megapixel and have an aperture of 1.9. The cameras on the rear is the 12 megapixel RGB sensor along with the 20 megapixel monochrome sensor. Both of the devices are running on the latest chipset, the HiSilicon Kirin 960, powered by the Mali G71 MP8 GPU, which is quite powerful for today's standard. They both have the USB Type-C connector on the bottom of the phone. And if you notice that the Mate 9 Pro's headphone ports is on the bottom of the phone while the Mate 9 is on the top of the phone. Both of the phones does possess the IR blasters located on top of the phone. The Huawei latest EMUI 5.0 can be found in both devices. And they are running on the latest Android, which is the Android 7.0 Nougat. Then comes to the video recording. The Mate 9 and the Mate 9 Pro does supports 4K shooting up to 30 frames per second. What's the best about these two phones is the charging time. You do not need to wait for hours till the device is fully charged. The charging time is 50% quicker than the Huawei Mate 8. Despite on the similarities on the phones, it does has quite a lot of different aspects on both devices. One of the aspects is the battery life. The battery life I'm getting out from the Mate 9 Pro is slightly worse than the Mate 9, but both of them are quite durable throughout the day. The internal storage of both devices are different as well. The Huawei Mate 9 does has 64GB internal memory along with an expandable SD card slot. The Huawei Mate 9 Pro does has a larger internal memory at 128GB, but it does not support SD card slot expansion. The Mate 9 Pro has 6GB of RAM where the Mate 9 only has 4. The other major difference on the Mate 9 and Mate 9 Pro is the screen size. The Mate 9 Pro has a 5.5 inch screen, and then the Mate 9 has a 5.9 inch screen. The Huawei Mate 9 uses an IPS LCD screen with a pixel density of 373 ppi, with a resolution of 1080 by 1920, which is known as Full HD. The Mate 9 Pro has a pixel density of 534, and the resolution of the screen is 1440 by 2560, which is a 2K screen resolution. It has curved sides on the screen. Then, for the device's weight, the Mate 9 weighs at 190 grams and the Mate 9 Pro is only at 169 grams. So the larger the device, the heavier it will be. And then, the Mate 9 Pro has something that the Mate 9 doesn't have. It's known as the Always Display Information. It is located under the screen lock and password. Once you turn it on, you can see the remaining power on your phone, the time, the temperature of today, and the date right after locking your phone. I really find that the always on display information is very useful as I do not need to wake the phone as I want to see the time. That pretty much sums up for the similarities and the difference about these two devices. Then, for my own personal choice, I will personally pick the Huawei Mate 9 Pro. That is because my hands aren't big enough for the Mate 9 and I like the screen quality of the Mate 9 Pro. which uses the AMOLED screen. So that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in and have a nice day there, guys.